describe this record as an eclectic grouping of flavors, but it really is a contemporary pop CD with Celtic flavors, Middle Eastern flavors, world music flavors. I was in a film called Hand of Fate, and the gentleman that did the soundtrack for the film, Eric Ross, who's best known for his work with Tori Amos, her first records.
She came up to me and said, "I'm going to work with you soon." So it was kind of like a premonition on her part, I think.
This recording was the biggest surprise to me and to the record company, who actually sent me down to work with Eric to come up with some new age chanting CD that we could meditate to.
It was a very cathartic experience. It was very emotionally kind of raw and revealing, I think, for both of us.
I was afraid to play the record company the 3 songs, even though they were like amazing, and I could have sworn I was going to get in trouble because it was so different than what they wanted me to do.
We'd actually come out here into the backyard or go into the writing room or the studio and kind of sit there face to face and listen to a track that I built and just sort of stare at each other for a while. And all of a sudden we'd start to get ideas based on a premise that we'd set for the theme of the song. And after about 2 hours, we'd usually end up with something that was the basis of the song.
And in one moment, a twist in time, everyone stands still, leaves forget to breathe. Across the room, she looks into his eyes, and this I know, the time will wait for them to choose their destiny. Walk into her garden, and the truth that she'll be to you will come and release you when you dance in Magdalene's garden. When the fruits that she'll give you will open you up and take you to the dance in Magdalene's garden.
The song itself is really an invitation to a couple when fate and destiny allows them to come together, and then they have the free will to be together, to really enter into not the Garden of Eden, which is a different kind of paradise, but the Magdalene's garden, where both spirituality and sexuality can coexist, and there is a forgiveness between the two of them. Why did we believe our whole lives that God was some old man up in the sky that decided that we were going to go to purgatory or hell or heaven? You know what I'm saying? So the whole point of the song is, you know, how come nobody told you God was inside? You know, don't you ever question that? And the whole idea that, you know, the things that we believe, you know, why don't we question them? So let's look around. My mother had died of cancer, and it was at a time in my life where I really couldn't be there for her as much as I would have wanted to be. And you know, you can't stop time, and you can't go backwards in time and redo the things that you would have liked to have done differently. And so for me, the song Mercy is about how difficult it is to accept that we can be forgiven for the things that we just can't change.
Did no mercy when I turned, I just burned away. Had no mercy in my heart, I just couldn't
space between two people and to allow for differences and to have no taking of hostages, no prisoners. You know, and it's what I believe very strongly today a good, healthy relationship should be about. I wasn't crafting songs. It wasn't that I was creating something so someone could hear it. I spilled my guts out in this record, and I found my voice. I also found a range I didn't think I had vocally. I stretched myself. I was really angry. A friend of mine was a drug addict, and they went back to using drugs, and I was so angry because, you know, they were just filled with self-pity, and I had been there myself, and I knew what it was like to look back on myself in those days, you know, and I thought that the world owed me something, or that, you know, I wasn't the one that was responsible for my life, which today you know, I don't believe that we're victims. I believe we can volunteer to be a victim. So the Fortunate Ones was really a call to get that person out of self-pity, and also seeing me in my past. It was talking about my past, that, you know, you're not the only one to bleed. All of us suffer, so get over it. Make something out of yourself.
We are the fortunate ones. You are the fortunate ones. We are the fortunate ones. You are the fortunate ones.
The fact that I'm doing this at all can be an example to, you know, other women or men, you know, at my age that believe or that have been told they can't do something or they can't launch something because they're at an X period of time in their lives or whatever, because you're never too old to do anything, to follow your passion or your dream. My girlfriend had a 7-year-old daughter who memorized the words to Magdalene's Garden and came out and sang it to me. And even though she didn't really understand the total gist of the song, she said to me that it made her feel something she never felt before. She didn't know what she was saying. And for me, that, to really know that I've touched somebody, even if they don't know logically what it is that haunted them because of the songs, is to me probably something I would just totally love.